Yeah, got me off guard.
Boom, boom, boom. What's up, guys? What's up? What's up? Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Welcome to the Bold Effect. I'm with my guy Shub, Mr. Charismatic from Atlanta himself. Dude look like a soccer player. Guys, we're about to go live. We're about to be bold and call some agents, do some follow-ups, try to get help some agents here creatively. This market, if you don't know what's going on, I don't know, you might be living under a rock or something. So please go to my YouTube channel. If you join, go to my YouTube channel and put your comments there. For some reason, Facebook have my YouTube channel private when I'm going live on my Facebook. I don't know why. I need to find a way to change that. So if you want your questions answered, it's gonna have to be on YouTube. All right. What's up, Shub? How's it going, bro?
Man, going good, man. Just getting it in. Got my haircut. Had some calls.
Oh, you got your haircut, bro.
Kind of like,
Closers gotta get their haircuts before they start closing.
yeah, the only reason why you want to do outreach after you get your haircut.
I love it. Love it, love it. Have you already made other calls today?
Yeah, I made a couple calls this morning. Just kind of like the ones like kind of missed up to see what they're at. Yeah, which is kind of weird. Like I have one call, like some of the agents are so don't want to talk to you. Like they don't want to like
Yeah.
phone, right? They just want to like get you off, like text me or something like
Yeah.
that.
Those are the agents that don't want money, bro. Like they're not hungry. Their stomach is not like, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, it's just like
you have a list
sales. Like you're scared to be on the phone. Like what?
with this market right now. If you have a listing, is not selling, and you cannot pick up your damn phone, something is wrong with you.
There it is.
That's why most agents, to be honest, nothing against agents, but they struggle financially because they just sit around and hoping opportunities will come and find them instead of them going and finding it. Which is just not how it works. Um, let's see. So here's what I want to do. Again, guys, if you just joined, if you have any questions, go on my YouTube channel. If you don't have my Instagram, it's right here below. You can see my Instagram handle. Go on my bio, click on my YouTube channel. You can post your questions there. I'd be happy to answer them because Facebook, for some reason, have my freaking lives private. I don't know why. I have no idea why. I need to be able to. So we're gonna start with, bro. I have a seller that came to me through a JV partner in I think is in Minnesota, St. Paul, Minnesota. The guy is open to sub two. He just bought it 2 years ago, I think, or something. Is a duplex, and he just want to get underneath the mortgage. And he's a full time barber, and I think he got into this, and the tenants became a headache, and he's like, shit, this landlord stuff is not for me. Let me get out. So we're gonna do a sub two on that one. We just need to agree on the money for him to walk away. Which I'm gonna try to talk him down because he's asking, I think, 16,000, which it's not gonna be possible because the property needs two of the units need work. Let me see if now is a good time to call that one. If not, we can start with your first call and then I'll call him right after that. Yeah, introduce yourself, bro. Let people know what market you're in. What can they reach out to you for? Plug your IG handle, bro. Connect with people.
I learned it from you. So. What's up, everyone? My name is Chubb. Yeah, so I'm based in Atlanta. My market's in Atlanta. I'm licensed here in Georgia. Part of sub two. Yeah, I've been working with Mamadou for like 3 or 4 weeks now. Yeah, so we first met when Pace came over here and had his meetup. We connected, we linked up, we had a great time. We saw one potential deal. So from that meet, we linked up in play. But yeah, man, I'm learning a lot. Things I know you need to work on. Get used to comping and underwriting as well.
Yes, how are you practicing your comping?
With the properties I have, like it's like do the best I can, like to really get the sense of it. But it's really hard with this market, right? Because it's like it's a falling knife. So it's just
Yeah,
like,
I mean, here's the thing, guys. If you just jumped in, here's the thing with this market. It's really simple. This market is not about comping. It's not about comping. There you go, Jasper, my guy. I have to call his seller also today. We had a follow up. I'm gonna call him in a few minutes. He sent me a pre-foreclosure lead. Um, with this market, guys, the thing is, it's really not about the comping part, because there is a lot of properties on the market that is actually priced right, is listed at the right price. The problem is the buyers cannot afford the payments due to the interest rates. That's why it's not selling. So right now, as an investor, I'm talking, if you're looking at properties, you have to like, it's not even about the comping, right? You have to deduct, let's say hypothetically a property is worth, if it's listed for 330 and that's the ARV, meaning the after repair value, right? You're gonna have to deduct right out the gate 10% from that number, right out the gate, before you start even the conversation. And from that conversation now, depending on your exit, if he's to list it back on the market, it's going to be different. If he's to keep it as a buy and hold, it's going to be different. But right now with this market, you don't want to be over on cash deals over 60-65%, after repair value, which is the ARV. And I don't know on rentals, people that buy properties cash on rentals. I mean, we only buy creative, but I'm assuming they're buying around the 70-75%. I'm not sure if anybody's buying at 80% right now with this current market. That would be crazy, right? Because you have to be able. One thing you guys have got to understand: when investors buy properties cash, even for buy and hold, their goal oftentimes is to refinance that property in 3-6 months or 1 year. They're not looking to tie all that cash in one property. They're looking to refinance it and do it all over again, right? So unless they get it at a discount where they walk in with equity, they're not going to be able to do that. Okay, bro, let's start with you. I think this one we're gonna have to wait. This seller, we're gonna have to wait a little bit for him to respond. Do you have anybody you need to call first?
yeah, I mean, we could do it like, so I was thinking like, I mean, I'll reach out to the Alpine Properties, see if she's free after we send the LOI. Remember that one?
Okay, you already sent it?
No, I already sent that, the LOI.
You already sent it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you want to ask the feedback?
Yeah.
Yeah, call her.
You want to put you on it? You want it?
Just ask her a feedback. If we need to jump on the phone, I'll text you and then I'll have you put me.
I'm gonna call right now.
Hello.
Hey, Rebecca. This is Shub.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Doing well.
Hey, so yeah, did you get the LOI I sent yesterday?
Yes, I did. And they're just not interested.
Mm-hmm. So like,
Yeah.
what did they like about it?
What did they like about it?
Or didn't like about it?
They didn't like it. They felt that that really you were just taking on the payments and that it wasn't they weren't really getting anything out of it in return right off the bat.
Right. So I mean, we really wanted to kind of like discuss it through, because we wanted to kind of figure like because they didn't really have a clear sense of like what they really wanted as like as a term aspect. So that's where we kind of like presented that and see like we could build like a baseline in order to really kind of speak about it.
Okay, if you want me to, I'll ask them if they would like to do that and have a conversation with you on
Right.
that and get back with you.
Yeah, I mean that'd be great.
Okay, that sounds good.
So do you think they're free today, or when you think it'll be a good time?
I'm not for sure. I'll have to ask them. Maybe it may be more over the weekend. I think maybe.
Okay.
Tomorrow. So.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, let me check their schedules and see.
All right, that works.
All right.
Bye now. All right, bye.
Bye.
What did she say they didn't like about it?
They feel like the payment was too low.
Which payment?
So I guess the payment they're curious about, but I mean, yeah. What was I thinking?
Which payment?
Like everything.
Huh?
You can't have everything.
Right, but which payment are they referring to? The down payment or the monthly? Which payment?
So I think it was a monthly payment. That was the lowest one. I mean, because we gave them the down payment that was feasible what they're asking for, but they didn't really know what they want, so it doesn't make sense of what's low, what's high. Like we literally just trying to build a base.
All right. These people, they're hoping somebody will come in and look at the property the way they're looking at it. Oh, you can go in the basement and do all these things. It's like, yeah, um, not really. I don't think so. Yes, for seller. Okay. And who else did we need to talk to?
I mean, I have another one. We still have like that one Asian who had questions about subject two.
Let's go. Let's do it. Did he want to talk today or tomorrow?
No, that was another one. This is for a property called Bridal Point.
Okay. That one. That one to talk about. That one have
It just
questions.
has concerns about like subject two, but she still has her seller like in place. The other one I was talking with through text, that was the Asian seller.
Okay. The one that have questions about sub two. When can we call and answer those questions?
You want to jump on this one?
Yeah, let's do it. If he pick up, just patch me and tell him I'm here.
Okay.
You're gonna have to mute yourself though if you patch me in.
Yeah. His name again, Simone.
Please leave your message for.
Maybe text him. Ask him when is a good time. Let's see. Just for seller.
Oh, let's park it, dude, back.
Agents, they're not hungry enough. Like they will have listings and never pick up the phone. It's crazy.
Hey, Parker.
Hey, man.
Hey, Parker, this is Shiv. I know we spoke, I think it was a couple of days ago about Park Ridge.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. So yeah, I'm following from our previous conversation. I know we spoke. The cash offer was kind of low, and we were trying to figure out if potentially terms would be a solution.
Gotcha. So are you planning on submitting a cash offer?
So I mean, we spoke about it. So do you feel like it's really worth my time submitting that number?
Say that again. I'm sorry.
So do you feel like it was worth it? Like the cash offer we spoke previously, that was it worth me submitting? Do you think that's something your seller would be interested in?
Oh, okay. So the cash offer would only be at the 200 number?
So yeah, the 200 number, but then we're looking at a discount if we're getting cash, but I still don't know the inside.
Yeah. I got you. Yeah, no, that wouldn't be worth it.
Right.
If he's interested in loan or terms, I'll give you a call back.
Okay, so you weren't able to reach him about that yet?
Yeah, I mean, I have.
Okay.
I'm in communication with him, yes. But if it's something we're interested in, I'll reach back out to you.
Okay, all right, we'll do. I know. All right. Back to me.
How long is that property been on the market?
It's been a while.
Yeah. So you made him a 200 offer on the what purchase? What is the? What is
200, but he wants 364, which is way overpriced. Way overpriced.
He wants how much?
364, and like the comps I found were like in the 200. So it's in Athens, like college town, right? So it's like your rent's not gonna increase because you're getting college students, right? But the potential is Airbnb there, because like in Georgia, like college game day in Georgia, Athens is huge. So a lot of people from Atlanta go over there for college game day, you know, do like the day drinking and kind of get like pregame and stuff like that.
Is that a flip that they did, or they
So
have
it's
a?
a duplex. It's a duplex that's rented out. But luckily, he said there's not college students living in there. He said like some type of working professionals are in there.
Mhm.
Uh, but yeah, I mean, like the price is too high for a sensitive. But I mean, like it's not gonna work. Me trying to give cash at 364 when the rent's like dirt cheap.
Yeah, okay. Let me try this guy here. See if he picks up. Can you hear me? Okay. Like, can you hear that?
Hello.
Eli, how you doing?
Hello.
Eli, can you hear me? Hello?
This is Eli.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Hey Eli, how you doing?
I'm doing okay. How are you doing today?
Good, good. Did I catch you at work?
Yeah, but it's okay. I can talk.
Yeah. Sorry about yesterday. I got so busy with closings. It was, by the time I was done, it was midnight. So I couldn't
No
call you.
worries.
Yeah. So how did it go with the agent? I know you texted me. You said the deal is a bust. So what was that conversation like?
Well, she just wanted to know. Uh, I had to sign some documents to let them know that the deal was a bust,
Okay.
and she had to return the earnest money, and that way they can bid on another property.
Oh,
They
okay.
just they refused to work with me. So
Who refused to work with you? The buyers?
yeah, the buyers.
Oh, okay, okay. Oh, on that counter offer that you wanted them to come back at.
Right.
Got it. Okay. So they already had earnest money and everything. That's crazy.
Yes.
Okay, okay, got it. So essentially, I was right, right? She was representing both you and the buyer. Is that what she was doing?
I believe so. I believe they contacted her.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Got it. So right now you were saying also, because you did also sign documents with her saying she's, no longer the agent on the file, right?
I believe so because there was two separate ones.
Got it. Okay, great. So, and you were saying you would like her to get paid, but what does that look like? What is your thought process behind that?
Well, just because of the work that she put in, and she really did try to help.
Okay.
She did do a lot of hard work and helped with arranging the house, and her husband actually helped paint some little scuffs on the wall with me. So they really did help out.
Got it. Got it. Great. I mean, that's not a problem. I mean, but what are you thinking to give her? What were you thinking about giving her?
I was thinking about giving her like exactly what you said. Like just basically buying her out and giving her what you thought was like 2,500.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, just for the time, right?
Just for the time, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, at that point, I would even love, honestly, to talk with her. Just because it's not like we don't like paying agents, like we build relationship with agents, because sometimes they run into type of deals that work for us, so they will be able to contact us and we can do business with them. So I definitely wouldn't mind. I'm just gonna have the conversation and see if she's okay with that, making sure.
Yes, yes, you can contact her, and full disclosure with her too, because I would feel better with her in the loop.
You did what?
I'd feel better with her hearing from you.
Okay.
So that conversation, yes, I'd totally agree with that.
Got it. No, I'll have it with her now. I'm not, as far as our closing, she's not going to be an agent on the closing. We're just going to add there that she's getting paid at close of escrow, but she really don't need to represent anybody. We can just put it in writing, and that's it. So
okay.
What I'm really trying to figure out is how we can move forward with the creative route. One is it was the timeline. I know you're still occupying the property. And
yes, she knows that also.
Okay.
And she knows, she has spoke with the lawyer.
Okay.
So she has that all of that in detail. It's just I work so much that I can't hardly sit down with her.
You can hardly sit down with who, the lawyer?
No, the
agent.
Agent. Yeah.
Got it. Okay, but do you know when you plan on moving out?
As soon as possible, as soon as we can finalize some things, and because I need to move to Oklahoma City anyway.
Yeah. So
work,
what's your hold up right now? Is it just the funds?
Yeah, just the funds.
Oh, I got you. Okay, I got you. So just to reconfirm, I know you told me it's 13K behind, right? That was it.
Yeah.
There was nothing else, right?
I believe so. Yes,
Okay.
13K behind
Got it.
to
And
be to be in good standings.
to be in good standing.
13. I think it's 13.35. I believe.
13.35. Okay. And you told me this is a FHA, right?
Yes.
Okay, FHA. Okay. And then so let's say we're giving the agent, let's just call it 2,500, right? I'm gonna call her
Yeah.
and build that relationship as well, so I can introduce myself. And then so what were you thinking for you? I know you moving. Are you renting or buying? Where you heading?
I'll have to rent where I'm heading.
Okay. Did you already find a
for-
place?
I've only began looking last week,
Okay.
and it's basically I'm just looking at different locations in reference to where I'm going to be working.
Got it. Okay. So you may need like 30 to 60 days to find something actually.
Not necessarily, no.
Okay.
Depending on the renters, because some of them are ready to move in now, but I just don't have the funds, and I won't have any available funds I got to wait on payday, which is next Thursday.
Right. You have to give them first and last month.
I believe so. That's usually pretty standard with everybody.
Yeah, got it. Okay, great. So, is your job? Are you moving to get closer to your job? Is that kind of what you're trying to accomplish?
Yes.
Okay, got it. Okay. So I think I'm assuming. Do you know if they pull title on this property with escrow right now? Do you know if they pull title? Like if title is clear?
I'm not sure, but
Okay.
she would know that.
Okay, got it. Then I'll contact her about it. So now the only thing now we need to figure out. So on top of obviously we're paying off the arrears, right? That $13,000, giving the agent that money, we're covering the closing costs. So now we just need to figure out how much we need to have you walk away to help you accomplish, the moving, renting your new place, and maybe some extra funds in your pockets. What was that like? What were you thinking?
Yes, I was thinking anywhere like around 15K would be about right. But that's negotiable. I could work with that.
Got it. Okay. So I'll be honest with you. So Jasper is from my team, but I write the checks. I know he brought up the 15, but he probably didn't underwrote it before I jumped in. I'll be honest with you. So on top of paying the 13,000, if I have to give you 15, give the agent 2,500, pay the closing, it's gonna be a lot for the entry fee.
Yeah.
So I think honestly, I would the highest on top of paying the agent and everything else, I would want to have you around $10,000 to be able to make this work.
Okay.
Yeah. Is that something you think you would be okay with?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay. And you did mention an attorney. Are you referring to the closing attorney? Is that what you?
I believe. Yes, I believe so.
Okay. What did you need to sit down with him about?
No, I'm not sitting down with him, but she's already spoken with him. That's basically the attorney that for
the pool title. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I believe so. Yes.
Got it. Okay, so let's say if we agree upon all these, the numbers, we're good to go. Like, what would be the next step? Is there anything else that would stop you from having something in writing so we can close as soon as? Because sometimes here's what we do sometimes. Okay, just to help out. If hypothetically I'm giving you 10, what we can do is give you some funds upfront as long as title is clear. Okay, like give you maybe $5,000. That will help you put your deposit and your last month rent on your next property, so at least you secure that before we close. And then we give you the remainder of the proceeds at closing. Does that make sense?
It does, but I would rather have it all at once at closing. Because I can find a place probably, or just stay in a hotel until the funds clear.
Okay. So you wouldn't mind. So how many days closing would you want to put in writing?
Really, I don't know. It depends on. She has the info. The agent has the information on the foreclosure date.
Oh, there is an auction date right now.
I believe so, but I'm not sure when. I
Okay.
don't know if there's an auction date or if it's even gotten to that point yet.
Okay. Does she know? Does she know that we will be working together on this? So at least she expect my call.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
What's her number?
You and Jasper.
Okay. So just text her. Tell her Mamadou will be calling her right now. I'll call her right after you, so maybe she can give me more details on that because we have to move fast before the auction. So I need to know what their auction date is. Have you ever tried anything with the bank, like loan modification or anything like that with these arrears?
I've already done a mod
Mm-hmm.
last year
Mhm.
on the property with my current
Your current jack?
my current lender.
Okay. Did that go through or was that refused?
No, it went through.
Okay. Okay. So it went through and then you fell behind a few months later.
Yes.
Got it. Okay. So I'm assuming right now, yeah, they probably would say no this time.
Yeah, probably.
Got it. Okay. I mean, that's fine. Is this now the only thing that was left is you said you tried to send me more pictures. When do you think you can make that happen for me?
I can do that tonight because the other day whenever I got in,
Mhm.
I was just too swamped, too beat
Yeah.
to even hold my head up that night because I had come down. I'd gotten sick
Uh-huh.
too, so I wasn't feeling very well at all.
Gotcha. Okay.
But I'm better now.
Have you looked at these pictures on Zillow? Do you know the pictures that is on
Yeah.
Zillow? Okay. Who is that, the agent that took those pictures?
Yes.
Okay, so they're recent, right?
Yes.
Got it. Okay. What do you think this property could rent for in that area?
Oh man. Okay, so the neighbor
Mhm.
next door,
Mhm.
she pays $1,200.
Okay. Got it. Okay. And that's like a same bed, same bath count that they have?
The same what?
Same bedroom, same bathroom count?
Yes.
Got it.
Yes.
So
Yes.
1,200. Okay.
Yeah, it's exactly the same. And I know she paid. I think when I say $1,250
Okay.
for a month. Yeah.
So as a rental, your property might be negative because your monthly payment is 1,240, right?
No, I think it's right at. I want to say right at 12, somewhere like that. But
1,200.
I'm pretty sure you could probably get it rented for 13.
Yeah, I think we'll try to do something else. We have a lot of other exit strategies, not just rentals, so that's perfectly fine. It's okay. Do
Okay.
you have your most recent loan statement though?
Yes.
Okay.
That's the one that I had read off to you the other day.
Okay. Would you mind sending me a picture of that?
Sure.
Yeah, send me a picture of that. So I'm gonna call the agent right now, have a conversation with her. If we're on the same page, when can I have my transaction coordinator send you the agreement so we can move forward with this?
As early as next week, I suppose.
Okay. All right. Are you working tomorrow?
Tomorrow I'm not.
Okay. So maybe we can get something in writing, maybe tonight or tomorrow. It's just a DocuSign she's gonna send you. Her name is Ruth. And then tomorrow we can open escrow. No, tomorrow the title company is closed. So Monday we can open escrow. If the title company you guys already working with, if they know how to close on this type of transaction, we can just continue using them. But if they don't, I have a great title company that I always work with here. So we'll be able to find another attorney that knows how to close on subject twos. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Do you have any other questions for me outside of that?
No, I'm just sending you the picture of that.
Yeah, please send me that.
The latest statement.
All right. Fantastic. So I'll call your agent right now. Okay.
Okay. Thank
All
you.
right. Have a good day.
Bye.
All right, Jasper.
Jasper and this Oklahoma lead.
Like,
Cowboy. The Wild Wild West.
let's see. Oh shit, I wasn't seeing all these comments. Thank you, Don. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. Let's go, Jasper. We got you a contract, Jasper.
That's his third one, I think, now.
His third one, but his first one with me.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Jasper messed up. He called the seller and he told the seller 15K.
He came down to 10 quick. Like,
he was trying to tell a third party story and he mentioned 15K, so the guy have that in his head.
yeah, like I want that
Yeah.
15.
I was like, dude, hell no. So the agent should have listing photos. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Yeah, I got all that, Jasper. Don't worry about it. I was just trying to confirm that it looks the way it is. Okay, let's call this agent. Let's see where her head is at. Let's see. So I don't know if Jasper, did you get this lead through agent outreach or how did you find this lead? 45639.
Thanks, Don. Shout out right there.
Haley.
Hello, this is Haley.
Hey, Haley, this is Mamadou. How you doing?
Good. Who is this?
Mamadou, get your number from Eli.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, did I catch
What can I do for you?
at a good time?
Yeah, it's fine. What can I do for you?
Okay, fantastic. No, I was just calling you. I just spoke with him. He told me you were the agent on this property that he's looking to sell, and we're working a creative deal. So I just wanted to make sure you were taken care of as well. So that's why I was calling you. Do you have time?
Oh, yeah. Actually, I'm no longer his agent. I released him as a client, so
Okay.
you're free to do whatever you'd like to with him. So.
Oh, he still wanted you to get paid. You guys are not allowed to, because he said you helped him a lot with this.
I did, yeah, but because I'm no longer I'm not his
okay.
listing agent
Yeah,
anymore.
you're right.
Yeah, I can't do anything because I have to go through my brokerage and my MLS has been released, and so he's been released from me as a client. So yeah, but I appreciate that. But I mean, he's free to do whatever decisions he wants, with regards to his home.
Legally, it gets sticky. I know. Okay, did he explain to you though? Because he told me you're a family friend as well, right?
I am, yes.
Yeah. Did he explain to you what we're doing?
I had gotten a phone call from somebody else. I don't know, maybe that's your partner or
Jasper?
something before. Yeah.
Yeah, he's from my team.
He just said, he gave me a little bit of information, but that's it. But he had given that information when we were still when I was still taking care of the property, but since I'm not anymore, so I mean that's Eli works, with he has a lot of family that he talks to and stuff, and so that would probably be something that he'd want to put through to his immediate family on that. So
okay, got it. Yeah, it seems like he I just wanted to make sure everybody's on the same page and we're not stepping on anybody's toes. I mean,
I appreciate that.
We're obviously investors. A cash wasn't a good fit on this one, but we also buy a lot of properties where either is seller finance or we just take over the mortgage when that makes sense, and we give the seller cash, and we just keep making those mortgage payments, right?
Right.
Right now, the title company you guys were dealing with, had you guys already pulled title and everything?
Yep, everything's been done.
Okay,
so with Apex.
So the only thing was the 13K that came out. He told me he's behind 13K, I think.
Well, I mean, really, he had 2 mortgages, so he's behind. His total amount that he owes, I believe, is like $177,000. I believe so. That would be his first mortgage, and then that secondary mortgage that he took out in January, I think, which I don't know if it was a HELOC or what it was, but he took something out in January that was equal to about $34,000. So
okay.
his total amount is 141,000 plus that extra
Plus that
35,
extra.
36,000.
Got it. But he's behind 13, and that's why he's getting. They're pushing for a foreclosure, right?
Yeah, I guess he stopped paying in December, so whatever that equals out to.
Got it. Okay. Gotcha. And he told me there was an auction date on this.
I'm not sure yet. When we
Okay.
had when I originally spoke to the attorney, he had said we had about 60 to 90 days before it went to the auction.
Oh wow.
And so that conversation happened around September 18th, and we signed paperwork, and the MLS went live September 22nd,
Okay.
I believe. And
Okay.
so, and then we are now already at, the end of October.
Yeah,
So he's already gotten, through his month in like almost 40 days. So that's kind of where we're at with that.
So another 20 days
so-
probably still left to get caught up on that.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
yeah, as far as I know, he had an offer on the house, and we had accepted the offer, and he didn't like the appraisal. So, and there's unfortunately nothing I could do about that, since it was a FHA appraisal, and so we're he did not want to budge, and so he wanted to put the house back on the market, and we don't have time for that.
Got it.
Because we could get into a
sticky
situation where so if another person put an offer on it, and it
right.
that would not be good. So so I just told them, unfortunately, we run out of time,
right,
to be able to do anything
right
with it. So that's why I released him, because I wanted him to be able to sell it to an investor if that was something he wanted to do, and I didn't want him to get all bound up about it. And so so anything that I do for him, obviously I have to do it as a licensed agent.
Absolutely.
And that has to be through that that contract, which we no longer have, and he's no longer bound to. So
okay, got it. Yeah, I think so. So what we're gonna do here, we're going to get caught up on that $13,000, right? Give him some money to move, because he told me he's moving to Oklahoma City, if I'm not mistaken. So give him about 10 grand, take over that mortgage. We restart making those payments. The only thing he forgot to mention, I think, is that second position. So I just need to find out if he's on the repayment phase or the withdrawal phase. That's important as well.
Yeah, I'm not sure, because that one was taken out January of this year.
Right.
So I don't know what, if he's made any payments. He said it was a COVID loan or something, but I don't know. Because some of those, I don't know if it was a home equity line of credit to get him through, or if it was truly a COVID loan. I have no idea. So, yeah.
Got it. Okay. What title company did you open escrow with?
Apex.
Apex? Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know if they do any creative finance at all, closings?
Do I know what?
Do you know if they do any creative finance closings?
Well, we were supposed to close on the 25th.
25th.
So they'd already, they'd already pulled the title work and everything. So,
so
they have all of that information.
Would you mind, I don't know if he has it, would you mind sending us their information? Maybe I can call them and ask them if they can close on this as well. And then, I'm going to call him and explain to him, obviously you cannot get paid if you're no longer the agent, but maybe there's a way he can bring you back for a flat fee so you can help him. He seemed to trust you. So I think if you understand the process and you don't mind helping him, he would be happy with that. And we'd be happy too. I mean, right now we buy a lot of properties where we're working with agents. We love building relationships. When you work cash, we buy it. But as you know, this market right now is crazy. We have like 3 flips on the market right now, super greatly renovated, but it's not moving. Why? Because the buyers cannot afford the payments, right? And so right now we're buying a lot of properties also creatively to where we can meet people's asking price as long as they're willing to give us terms, right? So that's how we can also sometimes solve problems. So we work with a lot of agents nationwide. We're in 7 different states, Texas, and in other states as well. So we'd be happy to build that relationship. Maybe if you ever also had listings like this that are not moving, we'd be happy to jump in and help out.
Okay, yeah. I mean, before I go back into contract with him, I would want to bring my broker in on that just because I'd already released him and everything. So,
Okay.
I would have to do that in order to make sure that that's okay, just because we do things differently in Oklahoma. So, but yeah, I could definitely.
You can ask as long as your brokerage is open for a flat fee. It would have to be a flat fee. Then we're good with that. If not, we can find, I don't know. It's really for him. He's just, I'm assuming he need that second opinion and whatnot. So which is fine.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Well, what I can do is you want the information for the closing company?
Yeah, please. I would love to. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me grab it 1 second.
Thank you.
Let's take a look here.
As we don't pay.
Closing officer on that. Her name is Ashley.
Okay.
B as in boy, O, W as in whiskey, L as in Lima, I as in indigo, N as in Nevada.
Mm-hmm.
And it's Apex, APEX, closing.
Mm-hmm.
Chief escrow officer. Her phone number is area code 918 376
376
4122.
4122. Fantastic. I'll give them a call. I appreciate your time so much. And we'll stay in touch. Thank you so much.
Sounds good.
Appreciate
it.
it.
Thank you. Take care.
All right,
Yep. Bye-bye.
All right, guys. So this is good and not good. I don't know. It's good in a way because she's out of the way. We don't really have to deal with her. But the seller seems like he's an undecisive seller. He needs everybody's opinion in the neighborhood. If you notice, he didn't tell me about the second position,
Right.
which can change things, right? That means he doesn't only have one payment; he might have two. But yeah, if she's no longer on the contract with him, legally, agents cannot get paid unless they're representing somebody. They can lose their license over it. So that is what it is. So I'm gonna call him. We're gonna have to talk about that second position that he didn't mention. I want to make sure that those payments that he's giving me is actually the total on both loans, because right now we have a first position and then a second position, right? And so let's see, Jasper, who doesn't do assignments? Who are you referring to? Let's see.
But I think it's also not a referral fee. Just you send to a broker, and a broker has to give it to her.
You can do that without her being on a contract. I think she has to be on the contract, maybe willing to. Oh, he's saying Apex. Then we don't have to use them. Screw them. We're gonna use another title company. I mean, this might be a good wrap. You don't necessarily have to, but if they don't do assignments, I'm assuming they don't do wraps neither. So we're gonna figure out the title. I'm not worried about that. That's not really what I'm worried about.
Hello.
All right, buddy. I just spoke with her.
Okay, good deal.
Yeah, so it went good, but the thing is, and she's right, I should have thought about this. So because you guys are no longer under contract as an agent, she cannot really step in and get paid. Otherwise, she can lose her license. So you can give her money out of escrow as a friend, but it cannot be, it cannot be for anything because she's no longer the agent. Does that make sense?
Oh, okay. Good
Okay.
deal. Well, see, I can give it to her husband, but she's the one who did it. He's the one who did he's actually my a friend.
Okay.
So he's the one who helped with some paint and the pictures.
Great. Perfect.
And that way she still gets something for her time and effort.
Absolutely.
For listing it and investigating and everything.
Absolutely.
On her end. Did she disclose everything with you?
Yeah. So the only thing she mentioned that I think I didn't hear from you is she said you took out another loan in January.
Last January.
Yeah. This January.
Yes.
Okay. Was that a home equity line of credit?
Was that what?
Was that a home equity line of credit?
I'm not sure. I mean, I know she would know, but it was through. I guess it was through the Mr. Cooper.
Okay, so that's not FHA. That's through Mr. Cooper. What is the payments on that? Were those payments included in the monthly payment you gave me?
No. So that doesn't pay until the I don't have. That's just basically goes on the end of the loan term. The loan term.
What does that mean? You don't have any monthly payments on it?
No. No, I don't.
You don't. Okay.
To me, it explained that it goes
Yeah,
to the back of the.
that's the thing. She doesn't know, right? She doesn't know neither. She need to see. She only knows about the amount, but she doesn't know what the loan is about. So, is that a 33,000? Is that what that's what she said? Is it a 33,000?
I don't think it's that high. I don't ever remember it being that high.
Okay. Did you take a loan to do some renovations, or what was the loan about?
I don't even remember. It was so long ago.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, it's not a problem. But do you have a loan statement from that second loan? We're gonna need that.
I don't. I haven't had anything from it. To me, the only thing I get is from Mr. Cooper, and that's what I just sent you.
What? Oh, this is from Mr. Cooper.
Yeah,
Okay.
that picture that I just sent you. That's.
So Mr. Cooper is. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Let me look at this. You have a principal here of. Five. Okay, you have one here, 140 with the reinstatement amount. This is the first lender, right? This is the FHA that you owe 13,000 to, right? Okay. Yes. But that second loan that you took out, which lender did you go to take out the loan?
I'm not sure. Does American Star, Ameristar, does that sound familiar?
It doesn't ring a bell, no.
Okay, then because I haven't heard anything about it since, because I was just, basically like you said, it's like a scam to get you further behind.
Right. So this is the one foreclosing is Mr. Cooper here, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you never received any letter from the second mortgage that you took out?
If I have, it's been lost in the mail because because I'm gone so much, traveling, trying to work here and there. So
got it. We can ask title when title company pull title. They can see that normally. They can see how many liens is on the property, and they should be able to tell us which bank it is. Because we're gonna need to know if there is any payments or if there is no payments. When do we start those payments? Because we have to take that one over too. So we need to know what's going on with that one. But she did tell me that we only have 20 days before the auction. So we gotta move fast on this. Yeah, 20. You had, I think, 90 days, which you already, you guys already been 40 days in with the other people going back and forth.
Okay.
All right. So we have 20 days to do this before the foreclose and take over this property. So we gotta move fast. So I do want you to do me a favor. When you go home, try to see if you can find anything about the other loan. And what I'll do in the meantime, first thing in the morning Monday, I'm gonna call the current title company that you guys were dealing with and see if they can provide the documents, the lien documents that they found by pulling title.
Yes.
But I am going to need.
I can do that.
Right. I am going to need for you to sign the purchase and sale agreement. Otherwise, the title company won't talk to me. Right. So I'm gonna send you the agreement in place. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm definitely, because if there is a monthly payment on that means the total payment per month is really not 1240. It might be a little bit more at some point, right? So we need to be aware of that. Right. And I need to know also the interest rate on that. So whatever we need to do till Monday to find, so search whatever document you can home. Monday, what I'll do is I'll try to contact this title company. But in the meantime, I'll send you the purchase and sale agreement just with the money to you, contingent upon us knowing what's going on with the second position. Okay.
Okay.
Does that make
Okay, that
sense?
sounds good. And
Now,
I'll see what I can find out, and I'll call Mr. Cooper to see who that other one was through.
yes, please do. And one last question before I let you go. What is did you give Jasper your email?
I do, but see, what has happened,
Mm-hmm.
and I mean, it's embarrassing to say, but my this is my work phone. This is why I've had to rely on this work phone,
Mm-hmm.
because my personal cell phone has been shut off
Oh,
due to no payments, because I haven't been paid in over a month.
oh, got it. Okay, that's why yesterday my acquisition tried to call you and he couldn't get hold of you. Okay, yeah, no
Yes.
problem. Nothing to be ashamed of. We've seen that before. You know, it happened to me when I was a student too.
And so,
Don't worry about it.
basically, I'll have to wait till Thursday to get my paycheck to get the phone back on.
Yeah. So right
that
now we
way-
can only reach you when you're at work.
Right now, I mean, I have to get on Wi-Fi to get in on my computer.
Oh, got it. No problem.
I have to find Wi-Fi to get on the computer, because I don't have it at my house, because everything's been disconnected except for the utilities.
Okay.
Because I was already planning on moving anyway.
Yeah. So what time do you finish today? So I can have Ruth maybe send it to you right now. Actually.
Yeah, you can send it. You can send me whenever. I'll just have to get on Wi-Fi whenever I get
Okay.
home.
I'll send it to you
Somewhere.
right now. I'll text you when it's there. You literally, it's just an e-sign. You just click on it, boom, and it's done. What I do want is my only challenge here. Oh, just your email. Can you text me your email?
Yes.
Yeah, text me your email and your full name. I might have it already in file, but just text me your full name as well. One last question for you. Do we need to talk to anybody else that is involved in the decision making on this?
I do not believe so. I think that is all.
That is all?
Yeah.
All right, buddy.
It was just that first loan modification,
Okay.
and then fell behind, and then had to do the second mortgage
Mm-hmm.
due to no work and due to the recession.
No, I'm more so talking about, do you have a wife, a girlfriend, a brother, anybody we need to talk to that have a saying on this house?
I'll probably there, which he helps me out.
You just broke up. What was that you said?
So we'll probably have to talk to my brother as well.
Okay.
And make sure, because he helps me with the property.
Okay, so how about we talk to him before we get anything in writing, because I do pay my transaction coordinator to send out paperwork. So I want to make sure when I send it, we're all on the same page. When can we talk to your brother?
Probably this evening.
Okay. What?
This evening or tomorrow, if tomorrow works better for you.
Absolutely. So talk to your brother, get a time, and text me the time, and let's set that up.
Okay.
How about
that? Sounds good. I'll
Sounds
text you
good?
my email right now.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye. So guys, never send something in writing until people are ready to make a decision, right? Talk to all the decision makers, get it out of the way, have everybody feel comfortable. That's why I called the agent. Make sure she's out of the way or she's in the way. It doesn't matter. The brother, we're going to talk to the brother first before we send in anything. Otherwise, it's a waste of time. You sit down, you waste all this time, you draft off paperwork, you send it just for them to go. I'm going to think about it because I need to talk to my, grandma that died like 60 years ago. Right. So,
Yeah.
boom, bro.
And you
let's
guys
go.
said too, if
Huh?
it has any claim on the property, so then you may have to get a quit claim deed and all that too, just in case, any types of party that could affect that transaction.
Oh, okay. Let's see. All right, let's go. You have somebody else to call?
Yeah, so you want to call that one that I sent you?
Which one?
Remember the one I sent you a text with the agent seller who's open with their research on sub 2?
Oh, okay. Hold on. Hold on. Can you call somebody else first? I'm gonna make a private call real quick. I'll be right back.
All right.
You're running the show, so don't make it boring.
Yeah, I'm trying to make it boring. No, that's what mom would do, but all right. Let me call someone. Look at this Harrison one. This is one I call this property possibly doing a seller finance after I present a cash offer. A cash offer is going to be a low ball offer because we're only trying to do creative. There you go.
Hello?
Hi, this is Larson?
Hello?
Larson? Lara?
Larissa.
Lara.
Larissa, yes.
Larissa, hey Larissa, this is Shub. I know we spoke a couple of days ago about the property on Harrelson, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm following up from our previous conversation. I know I was gonna come back to you potentially with a cash offer, and is it still available?
Sorry, I lost you. I didn't hear what you said. Can you repeat?
Yeah, no worries. So I following up from our previous conversation. I know we spoke about me presenting a cash offer on the property.
Yes.
Right. So yeah, I came to kind of follow up on that, so to see what my due diligence was on the property.
Okay, I'm on the phone. Go.
Yeah,
Yes, sorry.
Okay. Is it a good time to speak?
Yeah. Yes.
I heard bells. I thought you were at church.
Sorry.
Yeah, no worries. So yeah, I want to kind of get your thoughts on my cash offer, and also, were you able to speak with your seller?
I did. Yes, I did. I spoke with them.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, great.
And I have their terms.
Oh, you have their terms as well? Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
I
great.
have the terms for the seller financing. Yes.
Okay, great. So my cash offer I had, just for my due diligence, I'm at 318, 750.
318,
7,
18?
yeah, 318, 750.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's your thoughts on that?
I don't think it will work. Not even close.
Okay. The reason why we only asked that because the current market situation, and if we're putting cash in, we want a discount, right?
I know. Yeah, I know. I will present it, but I don't think that it will be even close. I don't think they will even consider it.
Okay, yeah. So I'm also open here saying what your seller has on terms.
Yes. Let me get the file because they sent me a file.
Okay. No worries.
So, yeah. Owner financing terms.
Right.
Seller shall finance buyer up to 70% of the purchase price. Seller agrees to hold a note secured by first purchase money mortgage executed by buyer in the principal amount at 6% interest rate per annum.
Okay.
There will be a balloon mortgage initially amortized for a term of 30 years with the principal balance payment due at the end of 36 months. Okay,
you said a balloon at when?
What?
You said something at 36 months?
Yes, a principal balance payment due at the end of month 36.
Okay, principal balance due at 36 months.
No second mortgage will be allowed. Interest, principal, and/or any taxes that may apply shall be payable in equal monthly payments, each including interest.
Right.
Buyer can cancel the note or apply for refinancing.
Okay.
Buyer will cover the note origination costs and fees with estimated 1 or 1.5%.
Okay. So it's a buyer origination.
If you want.
Okay. So buyer origination cost note was at 1%.
Buyer will cover the note origination costs and fees.
Okay, and fees.
Which is estimated at 1% to 1.5% of the amount of the note.
Okay, got it. Okay. All right, got it. So what would you say, from the seller finance, was his major concerns when he was looking at creating this?
I have no idea. He didn't tell me.
Okay, so it seems like he definitely wants a high down payment. That's for sure. 70% is pretty hefty, and 6%. So that's almost current market rate. So that's not really feasible for us. So this right. Still there?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, so because like I said, our main concern when we spoke previously was just cash flow in the property, and like at this percent, our cash on cash return is gonna be very negative.
Okay, so let's do this. Send me an email with your proposal, and I present it.
Okay. Is there any way you think we could jump on with the seller to kind of discuss it out to make it quicker?
Send me an email and I'll present it. And if they're interested, I'll get you two in contact.
Okay. All right, that works. All right, thank you. I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
All right, bye. All right, that was just terrible terms at all. That was just terrible, and like that was worse terms than today's market. You're on mute. And I can't hear you, mommy. But yeah, they wanted like the purchase price I think was at like 4 something, and I think 470, and they wanted 7% of the purchase price, so 70% down. Like that's crazy. And the seller wants to hold a note, so we don't get no tax benefits in that situation. 6% annually, that's crazy now, right? So let's think of that, right? 30-year terms, okay, that's doable. That was like the only good thing. Then it said principal needs to be paid in 36 months. I didn't really understand that. So no second mortgage on the property. Then we also pay closing. So that whole situation benefits the seller and not doesn't even put us in the ballpark. That's literally like 100 to them, 0 to us. So yeah, but I guess we kind of have to revisit that one and see what we could do. But yeah, that one's right now is a no.
How did that go?
That was terrible.
Why?
That she wants 70% down, right? Seller holds a note, 6% annual interest, 30 years, okay. Then it's a principal amount 36 months. I don't know what that means. Is that like a balloon?
Principal amount 36 months.
Yeah, I guess that's a balloon, right?
I'm guessing. Okay, what else?
So no second mortgage allowed, and buyer pays origination and fees.
Buyer pays what?
Origination costs?
Who came up with those terms? The seller?
Yeah, the seller does.
That seller is either a savvy investor or he owns thank you, Kwame, man. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, bro. Or he's a hard money lender, or he owns a hard money lending company. The only hard money lenders talk that way.
Right.
That makes no sense. So what he's basically saying is interest only, and he want the principal paid out. Okay, where did you guys left off?
So we left off. I came back with the cash offer thrown away, but she also went back and got terms from her seller. She came back and presented those terms, and it's like it's worse than today's market. Like I'd rather go to the bank.
That's what I'm saying right now. Where did you guys left off on this?
Yeah, so that was like the last week left off was just like she came back with terms, and these are the terms from the seller.
That's a funny one. How long has that property been on the market? Is it a flip?
It's been on the market for some time.
Is it a flip?
It's sure, right. So it's 85 days.
Okay.
So I mean, we can see more pains on the come. But yeah, send in a private chat, and in this situation, I mean, like, come on, dude, like. That's just like how does that even work for me? Like they know my main concern was cash flowing. Their main concern is getting that down payment. So they could have focused. All right, 70% would have been cool, but then kind of make it work for me on the other ends.
That's the thing. Yeah, that's the thing. Okay, bro. Let's call the one that is curious. So the one you were saying he's curious on what is sub 2.
No, this one she wants to learn about sub 2. She's a seller agent, so it's pretty much just speaking right to the seller, right? And she wants to know like the details to make it work. Another phone. What is Jasper getting these?
You just gave me another. The guy gave you his social to find payoff.
Get a credit card with it.
Oh, you can't find his payoff with just his social. I doubt. This is a new lead. That property, is that the one? Let me see, Shub.
We're talking about the Next one.
Yeah, yeah, the one you're talking about.
Yeah.
Is that the let me see.
It's Lashley.
Yes, Ricky. She wants the cake and she want to eat it too. Can't do that. Okay, that's the one on Lashley. Okay, so this one, the conversation was what? What are we following up on?
So we're following a member. She lives in the property. She is. Let me see. So seller's sweet, super nice seller, but she's also the agent as well. She's currently occupying the property because she's not able to sell it. She got it. She's selling it way too high, but I'm guessing because she has so much into it that it's hard for her to sell it in this area, in Georgia. She's an inexperienced flipper, but the property is beautifully done. Like she got legit contractors, but she got expensive contractor. What I'm saying. She has another property nearby that she wants to rent out, and or she has another property that's rented out nearby. But yeah, she's living on the property right now because she's unable to sell it. So like that's one of her concern is if we were to take the property, she wants some bandwidth to sell the property or find a new place for her to go. And but yeah, we're gonna hit her up and see if we could find something. You know, she did her research on subject to and see if we could find a solution and help her out. She put so far 120K in reno, right? For withholding, she's at 150, 155K. But yeah, what we're gonna try to do is figure out something to do subject to. You know, give her some time to find another place to stay in, and hopefully take over the property and do something creative with it.
Okay, so we're calling, seeing what has she found about sub 2 and what's next with that. Is that what
Yeah,
we're doing?
she did her research. She said she's interested, but depending on the details, you know, like is it doable for her?
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna put myself on mute.
Right, guys, we're gonna call an agent that flipped her own property. It's not selling. And she's curious about sub 2. She did her research and she's ready to hear details. Let's see. Hello?
I'm echoing.
Yeah.
I'm on mute.
I don't know why it's echoing.
All right, because I'm on mute.
Maybe it's, hold on.
Test. Yeah.
Let's try it again.
Test. Yeah, still echoing.
Why is it echoing? I just removed you from the stream.
Yeah.
Okay, can you hang up and call back?
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. Technical issues. He's calling me on three-way and patch the seller in. Hello, let's try again.
Testing. Yeah. Still echoing.
Okay, how about maybe you call her first and just
Test. I don't have echo now.
I do.
Nope.
Just hang up and come on the stream. Can you hear me? Or mute
my computer. I have to mute my computer.
Yeah, probably. Or you can just call her and say, hey, you know, see if she's ready to talk to your partner and whatnot, and just, I don't know. Because you just want to ask her, hey, what did she find? Any questions?
Yeah.
Please leave your message for.
Try one more time.
Hello.
Hey, Kristen, this is Shub.
Hey, Chad. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Okay, there.
Oh,
So I did finally get a little time to dig up what you were
Right.
that financing you were
Right.
talking about.
Right.
It doesn't sound too bad. I
Mhm.
just think we would have to come to an agreement on the small details. So I would be open to that.
Okay, that's great. So, what's some of your details you feel like you need to make it work out?
Well, I know that it's going to stay in my name as far as like the mortgage company
Right.
is concerned. So how long would you guys need to leave it in my name before you move it out?
So, I mean, we can figure that one out. I think my partner is more like in line with the financing aspect of it, but we don't want to like leave it in your name too long. We definitely, I feel like we should do it like as soon as possible. Especially when the market allows or something, maybe. But it's more my partner's line because I'm not more the finance guy. But I mean, I could call him right now if you want to speak with him.
Well, yeah, that's kind of important because, as I move on, that would be something I would be getting hit with if I tried to take financing out, which I would be open to agreeing to it for a fixed window of time, but not like indefinitely.
Right. Okay. All right. What I'm gonna do? Let me see if he's available, and we're gonna try to merge our call. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Give me a second.
Please leave your message for 4439789.
Hold on.
Hello.
Testing. I'm gonna go another room.
Hello.
Hey.
There you go.
Mom, do you hear?
Yep.
Hey, Kristen, this is my partner, Mamadou, and he's more of the guy that does our financials, and he can kind of help out, iron things out if you're concerned.
Okay. Hi. I'm sorry. What was your name?
Mamadou. I didn't catch your name neither.
That's okay. It's Kristen.
Oh, Kristen, how you doing?
I'm good. I've been speaking with Shub off and on for a couple weeks now about this this subject to financing. I'm not that familiar with it.
Right.
So I did do a little research, and I was telling Shub one of the concerns I have is how long you guys would need to leave the loan in my name.
Oh, okay. I got you. Okay. Yeah, he did tell me about it. He actually left me a note yesterday, but it was like on a Starbucks napkin. I couldn't read it. So so I told him we're gonna have to call today. So what is are you planning on buying anything soon, or where does that concern come from, so I can explain to you how does that work?
I'm not. So
Okay.
But that could change. I'm a licensed realtor myself.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So the home you guys are interested in, the one I just happened to move into. I didn't buy it for me. I explained to Shub, I really bought it to renovate it and then put it back on the market. But the market did flip recently, as you all know.
Yes.
So that's why I moved in. But I'm not like attached to it or anything. So it's one of those things. But I mean, I just don't know what the future holds. I don't think. I'm going to put it this way. I don't think in like the next 3 years I'll be looking to buy something.
Okay.
But I don't know if that's enough time with what you need with the financing.
Got you. Okay. So what type of loan do you have in place though? Is this like a hard money loan? What type of loan do you have?
No, it's a conventional.
Conventional. Okay.
Conventional loan.
Okay, I got you. Okay. So initially you bought this property to fix and flip it, you listed it, not selling on the market. Obviously, right now, people cannot afford the payments. We have 3 flips on the market right now, so I know exactly what you're talking about. And so you just decided that the renovation looks too good. Let me go and enjoy my work.
That's pretty much it. And I was
Got it.
living in an apartment.
Okay.
And they were driving me insane.
Oh wow.
So yeah, I decided, well, I'll just move in here
and get that peace of mind, huh? Okay. Got it. So right now, I mean, where would you go? Would you go back to finding an apartment?
I could, but I'd like to do at least a year here, considering I just moved in.
Right. Okay.
But I could get another apartment. I'm not like I said, the home's not sentimental to me or anything like that.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. This is not like your dream home or anything.
No.
Got it.
I didn't even buy it considering it for me.
Got it. Okay. So fantastic. So here's how it works, right? We buy properties like this nationwide. This is our primary acquisition strategy. On average, when we buy properties this way, on average, every 5 years, we refinance if the property appreciate, right? Because we don't like to leave equity in place. We can use it to buy more properties because our portfolio is still growing. But here's the caveat with this type of transaction as well, is that even if you were to sell it subject to today to us and you want to go and qualify for a loan 2 days later, you actually can. It won't stop you from doing that. Here's how it works, right? So one, we pay a servicing company. Their name is Madison Management to make these payments, right? So we don't even pay your lender. They make the payments, okay? We pay them like $17 a month. They service all the properties that we have, okay? What happens is if, let's say tomorrow you want to go out to a lender and get a new loan, what's going to happen is they need to see that this mortgage right here, you're no longer responsible for the payments. And Madison Management will provide to you that documentation that shows you're no longer responsible for these payments. We are making those payments. And the first year, they will take off this loan, 75% of it, they will take it off your debt to income ratio. Okay. And then the second year, they will take off 100%. So even if the loan stays in place 1 year from now, 2 months from now, doesn't matter. You can actually go and qualify for any loan you want. That will never stop you from getting another loan. Does that make sense? So I have a seller.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm in finance. I'm in mortgage finance as well. I don't know about that. It seems like if they pull it up and it's reporting under my name, they're still going to hit me for the payment. But you're saying not with this certified letter or
so
something?
if it's not really a certified letter, right? So think about it this way. Could you rent this property right now, go ahead, move on, and qualify for another property? Yeah. So the way you do that is you have to show them that your tenant are the one paying you on this property, right? They're making the mortgage payments, not you, right?
Right.
And at that point, they cannot count that against your debt to income ratio. Because if that was the case, every seller we've worked with wouldn't be able to buy a property. We've had sellers that we work with that wanted to buy a property right after closing because they're moving to a different state. Just to give you an example, I bought a property from a guy named John. He's in the military, so he lives in Maryland. He bought a brand new property. 2 years in, the Army asked him to move to Georgia. And so if you know real estate, you're an agent. So 2 years is not enough for a property to appreciate that much, especially in Maryland.
Yeah.
So by the time he wanted to sell it, his agent says, if you want to sell it, you're going to have to write a check for the closing. He's like, why would I do that? Right? That doesn't make sense. But it's because he didn't have equity. So, and this guy has a VA loan. And if you know anything about VA loans, they don't even put down payments. Right?
Right.
So we came in, we took over the mortgage the same way. We bought it subject to. He went to Georgia, and here's how we did it. We put a master lease in place. That's what we put in place. That master lease will show 2 payments up front. Okay? It shows 2 payments up front that we made on the mortgage. He went to his new lender. He showed that, and he got qualified for his new property, him and his wife. Right after closing. They didn't wait a year. They didn't wait 2. And I can count you dozens of sellers we've worked with that sold us on subject to that was able to qualify for a new loan. Now, it doesn't mean that we keep your loan for the for the life of it. We don't do that. I'm just saying, if you want to buy a property in a year or two, this won't be on your way of buying a new property.
Okay.
Qualifying for a new loan.
Well, I would have to get an attorney to review that, just because I've never done subject to. I've never even done it in my job, and I'm in, like I said, I work in mortgage finance as well.
Right.
It's a real rare type of finance from what my research was saying.
What the subject to?
Yeah.
I mean, the subject to is not really a financing. It's just a way to buy a property. It's not really like a loan you go and take. There is no such thing as a subject to loan, right? It's really just an acquisition strategy. Is you buy the property subject to the mortgage in place. It's been done for 100 years. Everything goes through title. So it's not like it's a handshake deal or anything. So we use a closing attorney. This property is in Georgia, right? I haven't even pulled the address. I'm just talking to you, but I don't even know where the address is. Is this in Georgia?
Correct.
Got it.
No.
Okay, so we use a closing attorney. So all this goes through an attorney that do the legal paperwork. We take over deed and title. We're completely responsible for everything on the property. We're responsible for the payments and whatnot. So the only thing that changes the way we structure it is your timeline to buy a new house. So if you tell me, hey, Mamadou, I am going to buy a house in 3 months, the way the attorney is going to set up the paperwork is going to be different than if you buy the property in 3-4 years. Because in 3-4 years, we might already have refinanced this property anyway, right? It's not like we're looking to keep it. But I'm just saying, in case you have to buy it tomorrow, it won't be an issue at all. And everything goes through an attorney, just so you know. There's no handshake deals here at all.
Yeah, I would definitely have to sit down with an attorney to review it all, just because I've never done anything like this before. And I know there's a lot of the details involved in it is kind of what would be my concern, not the overall subject to.
Okay. When you say the details, which details, for example?
Well, the main one is what we just discussed.
Mm-hmm.
Which that sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
I just need to research that and confirm that's correct.
Absolutely, you can. And what you can do also, and I can send you the sellers we've worked with, their addresses and their personal cell phone. You can call them and ask them. They've been able to get qualified. Now, again, like I was saying, if you know that your timeline of buying the property, that will help structure it the right way to where, hey, at that time. So again, like I said, on average, we refinance every 5 years. Now, I don't know in 5 years, years what this property is going to be worth. Yeah, we don't leave equity because we're still growing. We're still buying.
Okay.
Like we have a property that we bought subject to in Texas, and we refinanced it when the market was good because it appreciated like $100,000. Right? We didn't want to leave that in because we can use that and buy more properties. Right? So the only time we don't refinance is if we refinance now the property is underwater because there is no equity. That wouldn't make a lot of sense, right? At that point.
True.
Right.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
And also just so you know, also in Atlanta, we do own a lending company. It's called Deal Funding 360, right? So we do this all the time. We know the lending side of things, and we also know the investing side of things, because we buy a lot of rentals. We do fix and flips a little bit, but we're primarily buying for buy and hold. We love cash flow. We do a lot of Airbnbs, regular rentals, and whatnot. And our two primary acquisition strategies is seller finance. Are you familiar with that?
Yeah.
Okay,
yes.
That's when
Seller
people have
finance.
right. And then the second one is this one. That's when somebody have a mortgage in place and a cash is just not a good fit. Then we can take over those mortgages. So absolutely, you can talk to an attorney that understand this type of transactions. In Atlanta, we use Wasteman Law to close in these transactions. I don't know if you're familiar with them.
Wiseman
Law, yeah, that's what we use.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what we use to close.
Yeah, if I give you my email address, can you send me like a rough copy of what your contract looks like?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. So outside of that, because it seems like your main concern is as long as you can qualify for a new loan, right?
Well, yeah, how long it'll be showing up on my credit report and all of that.
Okay.
the living situation. Would you guys prefer me to move out, or would I be able to stay here like a year? How would that work?
So it cannot depend, right? So when we buy this way, what we're looking to do obviously is to get cash flow out of it, right? We're not looking to flip it or anything. We're looking to hold it for the long term. So it cannot depend on you. We don't mind you staying in, but are you okay with? I don't. What is your monthly payment on this right now?
It's $1,700 even.
Okay, is that all included? Principal, interest, taxes, and insurance.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. And then what do you think this could rent for?
Oof.
It's okay if you don't know. I just
quite a bit more.
quite a bit more. Okay.
I'll be honest.
Oh yeah, no problem. No big deal. So there's two ways to do this, right? There's two ways to do it. We do have sellers that we work with that they're able to stay in within the year, as long as we're not bleeding money. So what does that mean? As long as you're at least paying to where we can cover the mortgage, then we're fine. But if we have to come out of pocket within that year, like what are you thinking? What scenario? What is the perfect scenario for you? If we were to take over the payments, I mean, if we were to buy it subject to take over the mortgage, right? Let you stay in for the whole year. What is your ideal scenario with that?
That's a good question.
It sounds like you haven't thought about it.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Right.
I mean, I guess it would be easier to move out.
Yeah.
Wow.
But no, it's not necessarily. So, and then let me ask you something else. Have you guys even discussed what is your asking as far as the purchase price is concerned?
Yeah, it's at 435.
435. Okay. So what is your underlying mortgage? Like the amount. The amount.
I believe it's 3 something. I have to double check that.
Okay, some change. Okay. So technically, how much you think you have in equity technically right now? Just a rough number, so I can.
Yeah, a little over 100 grand.
A little over 100 grand. Okay.
Yeah, I bought the home for 225, but we gutted it.
Oh wow.
So yeah, it's everything. Almost just about almost everything is new, and you guys, of course, feel free to come and take a look at it. Mm-hmm. But it's about total 120 in the renovation plus my holding expenses. So I figure I'm in it in the mid 3s.
Right, all in.
Yeah,
got
correct.
It. Okay, got it. So was it were you trying to get into have you been investing for a long time, or was this your first flip? What does that look like for you?
This is my first flip.
Oh,
but
wow.
I also own a rental property right up the street from this house.
Gotcha.
I own a quadruplex.
Oh, nice. That's awesome. Okay. So I'm looking at it. Shub just sent me a link. I'm looking at the pictures. The work is actually amazing. Did you outsource it?
I had a licensed general contractor, none of that under the table stuff.
Okay.
And he does really solid work. He's a good guy.
Got it. That's somebody you already had a relationship with?
No, my lender connected me up with him.
Oh, really?
And we just clicked.
Okay. So from the get-go, you went.
He was my second contractor. There was one prior to him. Mm-hmm. I had to fire him.
Why?
His stuff wasn't gonna pass. The city hated, and all he did was the demo.
Okay.
But he started doing like rough plumbing, and the city came in and they didn't like it. I also was having issues with him trying to tell me what he was and wasn't going to do. So
oh, wow.
He was only on site for like 2 weeks, but I actually ended up hiring an attorney because I couldn't get him to leave me alone.
Oh, wow.
It got pretty bad. So that's why I ended up holding the home kind of longer than I had anticipated.
Oh, sure. So he kind of made you waste time, and then you ended up with where the market is not really that good. No.
Yeah, we were having a legal battle.
That's crazy.
And
Just for him
he
to
held
like
it up.
walk away from the project.
Huh?
Just for him to walk away from the project.
Correct.
Wow,
For
that's
2 weeks
crazy.
worth of work, he wanted 25 grand.
Mhm.
And there was like absolutely no way. So we went back and forth for months, and I ended up having to get an attorney to close him out.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and that's how I missed the market.
Yeah, I mean, we deal with GCs all the time. It's like nightmare after nightmare. That's why when you find a good one, you don't let them go because they're super, super rare when it comes to GCs. It's insane.
Yeah, I'm starting to learn that. At first, I thought it was just because I was female, but
No.
I think a lot of them are kind of
99.9% of GCs we've been doing flips for a long time. We do like 3 a quarter. Now we like start with this market. We just have like 3 going right now, and those will be the last one that we do for this because of this market. But I can tell you, like 99.9% of them, even if you worked for a long time with them, first they cannot be professional for some reason. I don't know why. It's just something. I don't know what type of school they go to. And second thing is, most of them, they will run with your money in a heartbeat, right? Thirdly, also, if they know that you don't know what you're doing, like you don't know the material costs, like the way we do it, like right now we have a project going in Kyle, Texas. It's like literally what we're doing is we're buying our own material and just having them do the labor. Because if you leave them with the material, like they're gonna upcharge you with every single little thing. You know, if something costs $100, you're gonna pay $250 for it, right? That's just it's just something about them. How many sellers we're currently dealing with? You're probably one of the lucky ones because you at least finish a project. I have a seller right now that have 3 properties. All of them, the GCs disappeared with the money.
Ooh.
She's out of money. She have hard money. They're bleeding money. I don't know if you ever touch hard money in your life. It's like you have points.
No.
The interest rate is high. A lot of people,
Yeah.
try to get into real estate and they try to start with flipping, which I completely not advise people that are new, because people think it's sexy because they watch too much HGTV. But once you get into it, you start dealing with this these GCs, you realize it can be a nightmare really quick. It's the best way to go bankrupt if you don't pay attention, right? So at least you're smart. You went conventional. But just curious, how were you able to work that out? Did you just buy it as a second residence to get the loan, or did you tell them it's an investment? Like, how does that work? We use private money. We've never did conventional with flips.
Yeah. So the loan program that I qualified for, it was set up for me to move in.
Got it. Nice.
But there was I think it was kind of like a guideline that said at a minimum I had to just make 6 payments.
Got it. Okay.
And then I could do whatever I wanted with it. So
Gotcha.
of course, because of what happened with my first general contractor, I made well over.
All right.
6 payments.
That's crazy. Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of what happened. But I ended up moving in anyways because the market.
Absolutely. Did you get market interest rate on it, or did you get a good interest rate on it?
I got a good interest rate because I bought it in mid 2021.
Oh,
so
gotcha.
I think it's 4%.
4%?
I think it's something like that. Yeah.
Nice.
The rates didn't go up until recently.
Oh, do you have like an ARM on it? Do you have adjustable mortgage rate?
No, it's not an ARM.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're talking about the market rate.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I thought you were talking about your.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
Got it.
interest rate on my loan, it's like 4.
Got it.
It's something like that.
That's awesome. Okay. That's smart. But yeah, definitely. If moving forward you're gonna do more flips, I'm assuming when the market is good is something you'd like. Are you trying to do more flips or more buy and holds as an investor?
I mean, after what happened with that first GC, I'm just gonna be honest. I'm probably gonna take a step back from trying to do more flips.
Right.
And I still have my quadruplex.
Right.
That I self-manage.
Right.
So I don't know if I'm gonna do any flips in the near future. If I buy, it'll be for me.
Yeah, you can get a heart attack from flips for sure. That's what I always tell
Right.
people. I said, don't watch too much HGTV. There's
And I
nothing.
do. And I do. I watch. It's like my second favorite channel.
How did I know? How did I know? But that's fine. At least for yours, it's not a sad story. Because trust me, I have 8 files right now. They're all nightmare stories with GCs, all lost money and don't know what to do. So at least you're good. You finish the product. So okay. So
Yeah.
with that being said, because technically you have 100 grand in equity, technically, this would be actually a hybrid deal if we were to do the subject to a route, right? What that means is there is the mortgage that we're going to take over, but there is also your equity, right? That you have. So usually the way we do that is we give you a down payment on that equity at close of escrow, right? And then we make, on top of paying the mortgage every month, we also send you a payment on your equity every month. Does that make sense?
Oh, okay. So it's not one lump sum payment. It's multiple payments.
On what? On your equity?
Yeah.
Yeah. So here.
I guess what I thought was it would be the difference of the purchase price and the what
the mortgage is. So what would be the difference? The money to you at closing?
Yeah, that's what. Is that how you guys do it at when we quote unquote close?
Right. So it cannot depend, right? It cannot depend.
Okay.
We do it two ways. One of the ways we do it is we give you a lump sum. Again, here's the thing. I'm just giving you hypothetical scenarios, but on your equity, you're the bank. Okay. Essentially, the same way I'm not going to walk to Wells Fargo and dictate terms to Wells Fargo, I'm not going to dictate terms to your bank, right? So it's your bank ultimately, but I'm just giving you a few scenarios we've done. One way we do it is we take over the mortgage, we give the seller a down payment on their equity, and then we make monthly payments over time if they have a lot of equity. Because we work with sellers that have like 300 grand in equity, 500 grand in equity, right? Those people, obviously we cannot do a lump sum. That's a big down payment to bring, especially on single families, right?
Sure.
Right.
Yeah.
But if the numbers make sense to where the equity is not a lot, and we can, because of the exit strategy that we're gonna do, which I don't know yet on this property. I don't know if we're gonna do Airbnb. I don't know what we're gonna do, right? So if the exit strategy makes sense to where we can give you a lump sum on all of your equity, we can also do that. So it's really up to you to tell us what is the ideal scenario for you, and then we'll go back to the drawing board and look at it and see if that's something we can make work. If not, then we'll try to see how we can meet somewhere in the middle.
Okay, that's fair. The only problem with that is I don't know what the options are.
The options as far as your equity?
Yeah, and how you guys what do you normally offer your clients and that type of scenario?
So just to give you an example, right? I just bought a property in Humboldt, Texas. Okay, the value of the property is $500,000, and the seller only owed $228,000 on the property. Okay.
Oh wow.
So here is what we did. The reason the seller was selling is because he's too old. He's looking to downsize. He's tired of up and down with the stairs. Okay. But for him, now remember, everybody's in different situation. But for him, is like he was thinking, if I sell this property right now, even though he wasn't selling on the market, but if I were to sell it right now, the cash that I'm getting, most of it is going to Uncle Sam anyway, right? Because he's gonna have to pay taxes on that. For him, here's the deal that we worked out. We took over the mortgage, right? And then on his equity, he asked us to give him $15,000, which is what we gave him. And every single month now, we're making him a monthly payment on his equity, and he wants to be cashed out in 5 years. Because he's like, hey guys, I'm older. I don't want to hold anything longer than 5 years. I think 5 years is reasonable enough for me. And that property, we just turned it into an Airbnb, right? But that's him, right? That's his situation. That was fit for him based on what he was trying to accomplish. He was going to stay at older people's resort. He wasn't looking to buy anything. He was looking to just go there, and I forgot how he calls it, but it's just for all the people basically. So that's what we did on that one, right? There is another property that I'm buying in Fulton County right now in Atlanta, right? That property is worth probably 475. Also on the market, not selling. The guy owe around 375. He's moving to Maryland, right? What we're doing with that guy, he went to Maryland. He wanted to buy a townhouse in Maryland, right? We literally got him qualified through our lending company as well. So what we did with him, we took over the 375. Property is a brand new property. He just did all the renovation. His tenant are the one that screwed him over. He wanted to get them out when the market was good, and they didn't want to leave. And so by the time they left, the market was where it's at right now. So it wasn't selling. So we took over the mortgage, that 375. We're making the payments on that. He wanted 25,000 on his equity, and every single month now we're paying the mortgage and giving him also a payment on his equity, right? And he wants to be cashed out in 7 years. I'm sorry?
Okay. When they say they want to be cashed out,
right?
Do you just, and they give you the number of years, do you just divide that out, and that's what you guys pay them on?
Yeah. So here's how it works. Depending on the equity, we have to do what is called, you know what is called amortizing a loan, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we amortize the equity, depending what the equity is. If it's a big equity, then we amortize it, right? Because remember, what are we trying to accomplish when we buy it this way? For us, we're just looking at our ability to cash flow. So for example, if I take over your property and your mortgage is $1,200 a month, right? And I can only rent it for $1,700. Well, I have to be able to pay the mortgage, pay you, and still be left with something to where I'm not losing money, right? I can make a little bit of cash flow on top of after I pay you and pay the mortgage. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Got it. That's how we look at it. So we amortize it to come up with a monthly payment. So for example, the one in Fulton County, we're giving him $400 every month on his equity, because with those numbers, we're able to gross 450. So we're able to allocate vacancy, repairs, and still cash flow a little bit. In that area, Airbnb doesn't work. When Airbnb works for us, that's what we prefer right now with this market. But in that area, it's not allowed because he has a HOA as well, right? So they don't allow it in that area. But that's the thing, like the exit also is important, right? So if we're doing Airbnb, that means we're getting a little bit more. So we might be able to send you more. But what we do is we just amortize it. Usually we amortize it for the longest. Let's say hypothetically we amortize it for 15 years, just so that the payments are low to where we're able to cash flow. But we'll do what is called the balloon payment. Let's say the amortization is 15 years and you say, yeah, but I want all my money in 5 years. Well, in 5 years, whatever is left on your equity, we will write you a one lump sum check at that point. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So I think at this point, if you could email me some of the information that we discussed.
Okay.
And let me research it and look over it some more.
Yeah.
Because I think that would go a long ways for me.
Absolutely. I'll send it to you. It will be a blank document, but you can always have an attorney review it. Obviously, we're only going to fill it out when we know what terms we're working out, but you can read the language and have an attorney review it. Not a problem at all. But on your equity, did you have any idea of what your ideal scenario is? So because I have to sit down and look at what are we going to do with this property? What is the ideal scenario? We can come up with like multiple different strategies to where, hey, we find a middle ground to where you have a smile on your face. We're also happy because we can make a few bucks every month. But did you know your ideal scenario on your equity with this?
Well, the one lump sum would be my preference, but getting the largest payments possible in as little amount of time would be my goal.
Okay.
So I'm not sure. I'll have to sit down and think about that. Play with numbers. Yeah, to see if it's
if you get the lump sum, do you plan on buying something else? Like what does that look like for you?
Yeah, probably. I can't hold it because the IRS will come
Absolutely.
down for
Uncle
me.
Sam will be waiting on the corner.
Yeah, so I would buy something else. I don't think I'd get another house just yet.
Okay.
Because as you probably picked up, I move around quite a bit.
Okay.
And I'm not from Georgia. I'm actually from Arizona.
Oh,
So
really?
I may eventually, and I may want to go back to Phoenix. I may not.
Phoenix is our favorite market.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, we love Phoenix. That's our favorite market. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard it's been crazy out there.
Absolutely.
I heard.
Absolutely. So if you're researching sub 2, like nobody does it like us in Phoenix. Just research my partner Pace. His name is Pace Marby. You'll learn so much from it.
Okay.
He's literally local in Phoenix, and nobody teaches him better than him in Phoenix.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah. And his wife is a licensed agent too.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, let me give you my email.
Yeah, please do. Hold on, let me write that down here. And then what I'll do is this. Here's how you got to think about this, right? For your equity, I'll just give you a few suggestions, and then you can think about, hey, maybe potentially 2 scenarios. One is you get the lump sum. It seems like it's 100 grand, right? If that makes sense once we underwrite it. The second way is think about the second scenario, maybe where you would want a down payment, and then what monthly, and then how long you'd be willing to carry your equity for, right? But here's another thing that you can consider. If you don't have no plans for the money right now, that you know for sure if you get it, Uncle Sam is obviously coming. How about you just say, hey, you know what? How about I finance it to them? I get a little bit of a down payment, but I charge them interest on my equity. So at least my money is working for me until I get it back, right? So in that sense, instead of you getting all of it right now and having to worry about Uncle Sam tax you or anything, you have your money working for you because you're getting interest on your equity as well. And then we cash you out whenever you need that money. You can think about that scenario too.
Okay. Yes. Put that in the email as well, because I'm like I said, I'm probably gonna run it by an attorney.
Absolutely.
But yeah, it doesn't sound bad. I'm just, like I said, I'm not as familiar, so I'm just cautious. That's all.
You should be. I mean, right now, or agents or through things that they learn through real estate school when they're taking their license. But you only learn this type. Yeah, you only learn this type of things if you're on the investing side and you're like, this is what we do all day long, right? And so if you know anything about, if you're investing, let's say hypothetically you're buying 1 property or 2 a month, right? And you're going conventional, the bank can only lend you up to like 10 to 11 properties, max 13 properties, and you're maxed out. You can no longer get a loan, right? So what happens if you want to grow your portfolio and you want to have 30 properties, 50 properties? How do you think people own like 200 properties? How do they buy?
Those are the ones that usually start going to a hard money lender.
Not really when they do no buy and holds. They don't do that. What they do is they buy this way. They do sub twos and they do seller finance, where they have sellers finance their equity, or where they take over people's mortgages. There's a lot of properties that we do. Like there is on pre-foreclosure. Right before I called you, I just got a contract with a seller. He just renovated his property, but the dude is behind $13,000 on his mortgage, and so they're foreclosing on him, right? So for him, and he's moving to Oklahoma City. So for him, is like with this type of people, is like, hey, please come here, pay off my $13,000, take over my payments, and give me money to move, and the house is yours, right? So that's how full-time investors are able to grow their portfolio, is because they also buy using creative finance, which is seller finance or subject to. The subject to, though, is the one that most people is like, oh, but it's really nothing new. If you Google it, I'm sure you did, you find it. It's nothing new.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, do you have a pen?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm
I
ready.
give you mine. It's
What I usually tell every seller is, hey, think about another 20, 50 questions or concerns you can come up with that we can address. And then think about your equity, what you want to work on. In the meantime, I'll sit down with Shub. Maybe we underwrite the property and see if we take it over, what we do with it actually in the back end, which I don't know yet. That will help
Sure.
us also address your equity. And anything else you need from us, just let us know. Be happy to send you over. And on the email, I will attach also sellers we've worked with in the past. Feel free to call them.
okay.
All right.
Thank you so much.
I so much appreciate your time. Looking forward to talking to you next time.
Okay.
All right. All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, everyone.
Okay. Mr. Shub. Let me see.
Dang, bruh. How sweet was she?
Huh? She's really sweet. Yeah, she's a really sweet agent. So I love it. She's just somebody who needs to like research and understand a little bit, make sure she's doing the right choice. Get the three-way. Hold on. Please don't tell me that you guys didn't hear this call. You guys couldn't hear the call?
No way.
What you mean, Alexis, get the three-way?
That was a good call too.
If I did all this with and
That was a
people couldn't hear it. We were on the three-way call. Did you hear the call, or are you asking me if I can do a three-way call? What do you mean? We just finished the three-way call, literally. You guys couldn't hear it? Oh, got it. I've never seen an investor get to speak to a seller when an agent. Oh, I got you. Okay. So Alex, is just for a backstory on this one, is the seller is the actual agent. So she's the agent on her property. She wanted to do a fix and flip. She fixed up the property. She want to sell it, but it wasn't selling. It's really, really well done. The property looks beautiful. And so Shub co-called her and they talked about sub two, and she did her research and she's intrigued. And now she's like, oh, I might be open to this. It sounds good. So we'll try. We'll see. She does. She's the type of person. But I think the call was good. This lady, she'll work out a deal, bro.
Yeah.
She's the deal. We just need to figure out the equity portion, right? And then what we'll do is we'll send her the blank thing today, and then put in a few sellers that she can call, literally talk to.
Right.
You can call her attorney, whatever. But here's a takeaway, Shub. So usually when you're talking to these sellers, you do want to address always just to have a full understanding about like their equity, what they're thinking about that. Do they have any plans for it in case they consider? I know at that point they're like, I have to think about this subject to thing, but you want to take them to the future a little bit. Ask them to be like how do you call it? Those people that can see things in a crystal ball.
Just the magical 8-ball, whatever.
Right, like just whatever. But like ask them, hey, let's say hypothetically you research it and you're open to doing it.
Right.
What does the scenario look like on your equity? What is your ideal scenario? What would that be?
Yeah.
Right. So at least you get a feel of where she's at, so that when you underwriting, you keep that in mind.
Right.
But
that was one thing too. When I was on the call, like I feel like that. I don't know how you do the equity, how you break down equity portion. She thought it was a lump sum. That kind of like went like pendulum this way. Like what? Then you kind of brought it back. right?
Right.
Right. So that's kind of like a difficult part. Like I'm like, damn, I don't really want to put that whole equity side of finance because then I'm like, whoa. But then you broke it
Right.
down on like a monthly payment, right?
Uh-huh.
With cash flow, right? We can't give you like $1,000 a month on your equity because
Mhm.
it affect our cash flow when we do PITI, right?
Mhm. Okay.
The way you
Hey,
break
Marshawn, let's I think the problem is, so we have this seller to call. He's already down for sub 2 as well. I helped Marshawn call this seller and address the sub 2 objections. The problem is he's a barber, and if he's at work, you don't have his full attention. But Marshawn, let's just call him. Let's have a conversation, because the only thing we need to address is the money that he want to walk away with. But this guy is open to financing the money he's looking to walk away with. So this one will be a fun one. So yeah, call me, bro. Call me. Let's call him. Let's see if he can listen right now. If it's too noisy, then I'm gonna have to set it up for another time. Boom, boom. Thank you, Alexis. Alexis said he was fire. Alexis is a closer, man. If she said the call was good, then the call was good. She is killing it in I think in the Florida market. She's door knocking, bro. She's a beast.
Man, that takes
She's a
balls, bro.
beast. That's some stuff you should be doing in Atlanta, bro. She's a beast. Okay, seems like we got, so the other one, two. So at least two hot leads, right? Was there a third one?
I mean, we have Alpine, but that's for tomorrow. And we have a conveyor one, but that's also tomorrow.
Okay. Bro, Alexis is asking you to grow some pears, man, and go door knock, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, Alexis, when you door knocking, are you taking a gun? Like,
That's all I'm saying. I would take my gun.
Are you strapped?
Like imagine like bumping into someone's going foreclosure about to lose their house,
Bro,
like knocking on the door.
If I'm door knocking, I'm gonna have to take a white friend with me. No, I'm a black man. I ain't trying to get killed.
I mean, with you, like you act like you're from like the church or something.
Paper spray and smile. That's the closer's tool. 100%. Marshawn, I'm waiting for your call, bro. Hey, let me call this guy. Maybe. So we can make this call, bro, and then call it a day. I think we did.
Ones, but we could do it tomorrow.
You got okay. Those ones are tomorrow.
We could do this tomorrow. I have two.
No. If you got two to call, bro, we calling them. Why wait tomorrow?
Hello?
Hey, bro, I was waiting for your call.
I had just called him quick, and he's at work right now, and it sounded really loud. So
yeah, it is.
Busy he was.
Everybody's trying to get a haircut today, bro. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. I know.
Okay, so
he's booked all day too, so we could wait till later.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's do it later. It's fine. It's no rush. All right.
It'll be after 9 p.m. Like
After 9 p.m.
Yeah.
That's fine. We're gonna make it quick. It's gonna be a quick conversation anyway, so it's fine.
Okay, cool.
All right.
I'll just text you whenever he's ready.
Thank you, bro. That's a deal for sure.
I'm gonna run this one in.
I gotta get Alexi here one day and have her lock up some deals, bro.
All right, I'm gonna follow up this conversation. Seller bought a house in May 2020, right? They bought it in the hotter market, so no equity since it went down. They need to sell it because their mother is sick, so they don't want to sell a loss, obviously. HOA prevents them from renting the property, so they either have to stay in it or like leave it vacant. So only two options for them. So yeah, living in there, their equity is 100, 110K. And they purchased overpriced. So I emailed her general information of sub 2. Now it's a follow up for it.
Cool, let's go. So one thing you do have to change, Shub, is like, I feel like sometimes when you're talking, I can't hear what you're saying.
Okay.
Like you gotta like pronounce your.
So I'll extend my words.
Yes, articulate more what you're saying.
I'm called Susanna.
Yeah.
have reached.
And try it one more time. My number. Okay. A lot of people are checking out right now on the East Coast, 5 o'clock.
You said people checking out?
Yeah. People getting ready for the weekend.
Closers have no heart. Have you ever heard Pay say that?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Hi, you have.
She ain't answered. I got one more. That's my boy Alejandro. If you don't answer, then that's all my hot ones. Call from another day or another day.
As we already got 2 freaking hot leads.
Your call has been forwarded to an auto.
Oh no. Come on now.
It's not picking up.
Hey, Alejandro?
Alex.
Alejandro?
Yes.
Hey man, this is Shove. Sorry I caught you like at a late time, but remember we spoke about Edward Street?
Yes.
That was a couple of days ago. But yeah, man, I was following up from our previous conversation. I know I was gonna come back with like a cash offer, and I sent you about potentially doing terms as well.
Yes. Yeah, I did read it.
Mhm.
But I don't know if you recall. I mean, we was gonna relist it at
Right.
a new price and then see how that goes, and then depends how that goes. You know, I already reviewed your what you sent me, but I was sending it with my partner, so he could go ahead and review it
Okay.
as well.
Okay.
If
Right. So you want to do that kind of like that
plan
path?
doesn't work out.
Okay. So you want to do that path. So you want to try your first listing. If it doesn't work, try the other route.
Yeah, that would be something that, like I said, we will both review it.
Right.
And then if it works, reach out to me.
Okay. All right. That works. So do you have a timeline in mind, or are you just gonna like play it by ear?
Yeah, I mean, right now we just relisted. We took it out the market for a minute, and then we just relisted.
All right, that's fair. Is it fair, just in case nothing goes by, that I follow up in like 60 days or something?
No, like I said, I mean, we're gonna try this route.
Right.
To say like if there's a time span of what we're doing here, I mean, we don't know, because I mean, if I go on the contract, it has to go through due diligence, and then we don't really, start popping bottles until after due diligence. Like that, we know it's for sure.
Right.
So,
right. Makes sense. So you said did your partner look at the terms yet, or you said like he didn't like them?
No. I mean, right now, my partner, he's really the cash and the cash person,
right?
As well. Like he went in with me, but I'm the realtor in this one,
right?
So I normally review it first, and then from there, just out of respect, I still review it with him. If he has any questions, I explain it as it goes.
Okay.
So he has an understanding.
Okay. All right. That works. All right. So, but yeah, I mean, if something does change, when we could definitely figure it out, through this route, the asking price you're getting, we can definitely do higher through this route, because how we spoke last time. My concern is just cash flowing the property, right? Right. So in this situation, you get the full purchase price, even higher. We could really make it work on that end. This helps us in a situation of cash flowing. You get the payment that you're looking for, whatever it is. Also you said you can also get like the commission as well, so that's even a bonus for you.
Yeah.
Right, man. Just let me know if anything does change. We could definitely make it work for you. You also said you had other properties, right, that you're trying to fix up too, right?
Yeah, we're in the mix of the others.
Yeah, like I said before too, we could also help out with those too. Just depending on like where the situation and how much like you really need it, and the number you're looking for. I know it's been hard for everyone too. A lot of fix and flippers been sitting on properties. I know a couple of people. Some people I've met over a meetup that they're just kind of sitting because either one, they run out of money, or either two, like no one's buying them.
Yeah, that's what I've been noticing. I mean, I still got my ear on the market. I'm seeing even wholesalers are reducing price.
Yeah, even wholesalers. They finally got rid of the boom before. Right. All right, man. Definitely let me know. Definitely want to help you out, man.
Awesome.
All right, man. Take it easy.
All
right, bye.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. So the whole situation at hand and that began. He tried listing it. It didn't work out. Now he's trying listing with his wife. I don't know why. But I mean, right now he has pain. He has like these people who invested in the property that are just get paid or somehow, right? So there's some pain there, but that's why I think he wants to go towards the market route and try to get a lower price, just because he need to get paid. If that doesn't work,
Oh, he want to cash out his investors.
Right.
Does he have like a hard money loan? What type of loan does he have?
So he said no hard money. I talked about that. I was like, do you have hard money? He was like, no, it's just like his close friends or families like that, right? So I don't know how that could turn a messy situation, especially right. So
basically private money.
Yeah.
Okay. Dope. Those were the only two.
Yeah, those are two hot ones.
Okay, great. So I'll have can you find the other agent's email on the MLS just to confirm that I got my note right? You can text it to me though.
Which agent?
The one that I spoke to.
Okay.
Is it Chris? Her name is Christine.
Christine 2000. Yeah, look at MLS.
Yeah, don't give the email out, bro. You're on a live YouTube.
Huh?
You're on a live YouTube. Don't give the email out. Say text it to me. You're gonna have somebody go after you and lock up the deal.
It don't matter.
You're gonna go. Somebody gonna go after you and lock up the deal. Don't do that.
Man, that's savage right there. I hope back home with it.
We're not in a private Zoom in sub 2. Okay. But yeah, we'll let's see. If you're open to feedback, I would refrain from saying right. Why? I can let it. Yes, he's absolutely open to feedback, 100%. Did you catch that feedback?
Yeah. I know, not to say right, yeah. But I lost track of.
Let them talk their ear off. The thing is, he just keeps saying, "Oh, we're just gonna try it on the market. We're just gonna try." But I would have, now that I know what you talked about, the private lenders and whatnot. I would have dug deeper into that. Like, what is your timeline to pay those people off? Right. What is your timeline? Do you have a time crunch on that, as far as that's concerned? And do they only want to be cashed out? Do they have a lien against the property, or did you guys just work out? Because we also use private money. We do fix and flip sometimes. Right. Remember, right?
Yeah.
But dig deeper on that, because he just keep pushing. Oh, we're just gonna try this, try that. But hey, I just made you an offer the other day. Have you even looked at it? Like, you just keep telling me that you're gonna go see this other girl, but I'm here too. Like, I'm fine too. So
like, I tried to put follow up. When can I follow up to see a timeline onto it, but it didn't connect.
All right, but this is a good feedback, Alexia. I told you she's a closer. Let's go. All right, guys, this was fun. Thank you, guys. I would really appreciate if somebody could. Alex is dying. Guys, here's the thing. You know what Pace says? I forgot, the numbers are crazy, but you can have like, I don't know how many people watch your stuff on YouTube and nobody will ever like or comment. Right? I get so many DMs. Oh, I loved your videos, but bro, why don't you leave a comment? Like, stop being greedy with the algorithm, right? Guys, please, if you like this, if you enjoyed it, if you learned anything, please go on my YouTube channel, leave a comment. Please leave a comment. hit that like button. It's free. YouTube do not charge you for that. Like, it's literally free. All right. You guys stay bold, be bold, crush it. This is the right market to reach out to agents. I'm telling you, agents right now, they got to make some money. They got to make some money. So these creative strategies is the best time ever to go and present it to them and help them. Now, again, even with agents, guys, the numbers game, you're going to have to call, you're going to have to follow up, you're going to have to build those relationships. It's not like you're just going to call them, they'll hand over their listings to you. That's not how it works, right? So you're going to have to be able, if your follow-up game is weak, you're done. Doesn't matter what the market is doing. You're not going to get deals. Every deal is in the follow-up. All right. Y'all stay bold, be bold. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go.
Let's go. I appreciate everyone for taking time.